Good day, everyone. Trust you are doing great today. I'm super excited to be with you once again. Today, we'll be delving into a subject matter that focuses on one of our services on this channel: education consultants and counseling. But before I proceed, have you subscribed to this channel? If you have not done so, what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe so that each time a new video is uploaded, you will get the notification immediately. So back to our discussion. The subject matter we are giving attention to is one that appeals to both parents, tutors, and school owners. And the matter is this: grading or positioning. Which is good for your child? What is the grading system? The grading system is a method of evaluating a child's performance against set standards. These standards are expressed in alphabets A, B, C, D, E, F, where A in the grade covers the marks that ranges from 80 to 100, B from 60 to 79, C from 50 to 59, D from 40 to 49, E from 30 to 39. Then the numbers below fall in the category of F. That is an example. On the other hand, the positioning system may still have this element I just considered in the grading system. But one important feature you are going to see is that the child will be given a position. And as they reach that conclusion, they will add the total marks of the child, all the subjects, they add the marks together. The child that have the highest mark is given the first position. The one that comes next is given the second position. And that is how the positioning system works. Now, why should this matter to you as a parent? It should matter because research have revealed that a child that is being guided by the grading system tends to focus on developing his capability because over time he has appreciated his strengths and weaknesses and is trying to overcome the weaknesses. On the other hand, a child that is being guided by the positioning system tends to focus on getting more ranks, thereby failing to see his skill level. How can that be? Let me give you an example. When you pick up a result that is based on the grading system, you look at the subjects, you can tell which subject the child has a good mastery over and which subject the child is struggling or is weak in. And so from there, the child can know what to focus on the next time. But when it comes to the positioning system, that can be misleading. What do I mean? Take a case in point whereby the child carries the first position, but the class is a weak class. The mark of the child is 50 marks. But his first position, the child see the first position, to the child, I've done the best in the class. The parents, my child is doing well. But 50 over 100, does that not reveal weaknesses? Yes. But the parents do not focus on that weakness. They focus on the position. The same with the child. So those weaknesses are being hidden from you. But that's not the case with the grading system. You don't see position, you are forced to look at the grade, and you see areas where you need to improve. I haven't seen the strength afterward. That is one. Look at another case in point. Think about a family of two. The two children, a family that have two children. The two children are in different classes. The first child carries the first position. The second child carries third position in his class. Now, ordinarily, the parent will shower praise on the child that carry the first position, and less praise on the one that carry the third position. But when you give attention to that result again, you see something revealing. The child that carried the first position, his score is 70%. The child that carried the third position, his score in percentile is 85%. Now, because the parents have seen the first position, they shower praise on this child that is struggling. The child that is doing best, a higher score, is being underpraised. How will the child feel? Encouraged? No. It's being demoralized. So what is the point here for parents? When you pick up your child results, even if the school favors or uses the positioning system, don't be too quick to look at the position and reach conclusion. No. You have seen the position, fine. Look at the result again. Try to see the subject, how the child is doing the subject. The child can have a good master of the subject, maybe 90% is on the subject. Commend the child for that. Look again at those areas the child is weak. Maybe 40, 50. Then let the child improve on that with time. That is the only way you can help a child focus on himself and develop himself over time. And for the children that may even have lower scores, a lower position, look at the area they're doing fine. Commend them for that, so that they can make improvement as well. Now, what about school owners? It is recommended that you adopt the grading system, because in that case, both the parents and the child will tend to focus on areas that they are weak, that they can develop the child better. I guess you have enjoyed the video up to this point. This is what I'll be having for you for now. Well, you may have some observation, comments, or questions. You can drop it in the comment section. I'll be giving attention to, I promise you. Bye for now.